Godel, thanks so much for agreeing to be interviewed. It's been very, very humbling for Jenny and I to meet yourself and to meet the people that are part of this charity, fellow refugees. We've heard stories that we cannot comprehend, but what we have seen is the true nature of the human spirit and the strength that lies within people. And to us, you and the rest of these people are an enormous inspiration. You've put an awful lot of our life into perspective, and for that we thank you sincerely, because I personally have learnt an awful lot. Godel,
Thank you.
could you possibly talk to us about the training that Jenny and I have given, and whether you found it beneficial, and if so, how you have, and if not, how we could possibly improve?
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jenny. So my name is Godel Sefu, and I'm the visualizer and co-founder of the charity that is called Redeeming Hope for the Disabled. And really grateful to host you guys and going through this very powerful training that is changing it all, if I can say. So freedom thinking training for myself is quite impacting me too much. It's impacting my life and is getting me to realize stuff that I was not able to realize before. I will start with my own experience with God. Here is a man who lived the whole life in fear of God, because I've been thought of a powerful creature that is living out there, very far from me, very far from a human being. A powerful creature that is in control of everything that I do, that we do. And the powerful creature that somehow is responsible of all the challenges that we're going through, the challenges that I've gone through, to even come to experience disability in my life. But then, with the freedom thinking training, I come to realize that that powerful creature that I've been taught about was in me. He is there. He is there in my thought. And I am that creature. I am somehow that God. So it's only with freedom thinking that I've been able to realize that. The training has also helped me to understand some realities that have been through years ago. And mostly understanding how the power of mind can make miracle, can realize miracle, can create whatever we want for the world. So this is me, a man that came to South Africa from a country that is at war, at an ending war, the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Came to South Africa for safety, to seek refuge. And arrived in South Africa where I had to experience xenophobia. And if you allow it, I'll tell you a piece of what I went through to xenophobia.
Please.
So I got to South Africa, it was early 2007. I arrived here, and just a year later, in 2008, in May, xenophobia started in South Africa. And I was then living in Bethlehams, in Joburg, in the east part of Joburg, the side of Eastgate. So 11 May, as I can exactly remember with the date, there was a group of gang, South African gang, that were prepared, the group that was prepared to come and throw petrol bomb on the house where I was living, because the house was belonging to a foreigner, a lady from Zimbabwe who was married to a Congolese Brazzaville, if I can say, a guy from Congo Brazzaville. So our neighbors in DRC. Then the guys were prepared to come and throw the petrol bomb. I was there. The other people who were renting there knew about the situation and had to flee. They left the home. We were living in a home that were having two steps. We have steps before going outside. And in my situation with a wheelchair, I couldn't do that. I needed help from people to get down and to flee. So I couldn't leave the home. I had to be burnt alive in that house. Fortunately, there was a lady, a Portuguese lady, who was working in the same road, Debbie Road, where we were living. So she was working about three to four houses, 3 houses from where I was living, from house number 90 where I was living. Then this lady realized what was happening and she called the police. The police came and just saved me like that. So got saved. So I came to realize that after this experience that there were probably many other guys, refugees in South Africa, that probably got killed and they were not even put into number, they were not even counted as people that were killed in xenophobia of 2008. And I said, I have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. No need to complain. No need to be there to shout against South Africans. There is need that I do something about this situation. There is need that I work on protection of fellow refugees with disabilities.
So would you say you got proactive rather than reactive?
That is what came to me. I had to do something.
Yeah.
And from the training we had, that way I realized that, oh, okay, this was the power of the mind. Learning to change situation very bad situations into opportunities. It happened like that. And this is where I started visualizing the project that I'm busy with. The project that came to get us this home, a beautiful home, given by the city of Johannesburg, given by the government, to get to protect fellow refugees with disabilities whenever xenophobia occurs in South Africa. A home that is known by the police. So the police around, they know that we are here. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees know that we are here. And they know that every time we have to go through the challenge of xenophobia, this is the place where disabled refugees are, and this is where we can come and get them protected. So it all starts there with the power of the mind. This is one of the experiences that I came to connect with this training. Another quick thing. I am here in a wheelchair now for 15 years now. And I had a family. My mother, my father, they just passed on. But they were even the first one to tell me, listen, Godel, you have to be careful when it comes to getting married. You have to choose carefully. Because we feel that in the situation of disability, we've experienced that we have, women will be leaving you. So that is what is out there, that is what is in my family, that is what is the mind of people. But I said I have to challenge this. I have to challenge because I have to live my life. I have to challenge this. I got married. I decided to get married to a woman. And getting married, the challenge that came was that, okay, you are married now, but are you going to be able to get children? Because with the challenge of your back, having a back that is that so because what happened that I fell down playing soccer, and then I experienced an hernia, so a separation into my vertebra, into my back. So I got kind of broken back, and this affects my
Spinal cord.
my spinal cord. So it's completely damaged my spinal cord. And then it came to be said that, okay, men, you won't be able to get children. But within me there, this couldn't really exist. I said, no, I'll have children. And 2 years, I got my first child. That was in 2011. I got my first child, Chandel,
She's beautiful.
who is now in grade 1, studying. But then, another challenge was that I came to realize that I got married in a family that women never get a chance to produce 2 babies. That's me, this, the way I'm putting my word. I'm a French speaker, actually. I'm putting word into English. So yes. Then it didn't go there in my mind. When I got connected to this, I told my wife that, listen, I knew the reality of your family. And I do believe that we'll get another child. She didn't believe the first time I told her this. And I did insist, we'll get there. She couldn't believe. And then I insisted. Then it once also came from her that, yes, we'll have another baby. And today, I think if you count very well, it's 13 days now that we have a newborn. She is 13 days
She's
old.
amazing.
A second newborn.
She's beautiful.
I did believe that it is possible because nothing is impossible really to the thought, the power of a thought, the power of our mind. So all this happened. I am actually in a process of recovering after 15 years in a wheelchair. As I said, I had my back damaged, my spinal cord damaged, and I have consulted 3 different neurosurgeons that said, in this situation, you won't be able to walk again. It is like that, and it is even written. It is impossible to think that this man can walk again. It is impossible. And then there is a time that I said, okay, it is impossible, but it's still really impossible within me. I said, no, let me try something here and see if I can challenge this, because I do not believe in impossible. And one day, as just a foolish guy, I organized to have a walker. And I would love to share with you my working experience. Actually, there are times now that I'm using walker to walk here. And I love that this is shared, this video. So it is happening, and I love that I get watched because I'm getting there. It's all here. It's all here. So the advice that I can give after going through this training, you know, you have changed me. You have changed my mind profoundly. I understand now things differently, and I can even act on creating my world. So what I can ask is that if it is possible, let's make it available to other people out there in South Africa, refugees and South Africans. Because I have a deep belief that we are having here what is needed into dealing with xenophobia. We have something that is really needed into dealing with racism in South Africa. And it is really possible if we give it a try. So this is what I believe. We should try and see miracle, because it is possible. It is possible. It is really possible to create the world that we are dreaming for our children.
Yes.
We are really the one that this world wants. It's just about changing something. It's about connecting to the power that lies within us. And then we can create a beautiful world for ourselves and for the generation to come.
Is that simple?
I don't think it's that complicated. We just have to connect to our own power that lies there. That's what I believe.
Do you think there is anybody who doesn't have that power?
I do not believe that there is anybody that doesn't. So it's a matter of connecting to it. It's a matter of, as we heard here, getting trained, of realizing that we have this power and that we have to act into it, into creating the world that we want for ourselves. That's it. It may just ask a training, as we had it with you here.
Godel, you also spoke about how you'd found a lot of peace after the training. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. As I said, you know, I had a challenge with God,
Yes.
with my God. I'm a guy who, you know, I left home early. I was 11 years old when I left my family and go into a monastery. So I grew up in a monastery. I got my matric into monastery and I decided to become a Roman Catholic priest. Got graduated in philosophy, and after philosophy I had to get graduated in theology. At the end of theology studies, I had to experience my disability. But then, with all this around the Roman Catholic priest, I always have a problem believing in God. That God that is far from me. But through going into this training, this specific training, I came to realize that I am that God that I was afraid of. So I came to experience a lot of peace within myself. And I'm really at peace as I'm talking to you right now. I'm really at peace. I'm living another world. I'm kind of living my heaven. That's how it is.
The man who realized the principles that we share, he would tell people heaven and hell aren't places that we go after death, but they're states of being. We either live in hell or we live in heaven.
That's how it is. Now I can believe in that, truly. And thank you, Dave. Thank you, man. So I'm living kind of miracle. So it is possible. It is really possible to experience peace and live a life that you want to live. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Godel, it's been, like I said at the beginning, this has been a true pleasure, and we will treasure these memories.
Thank you.
And we hope that this is just the beginning.
So thank you, man. Continue this beautiful work of changing the world. You have changed my world. There are people waiting for you out there. Do the work and make this world a better place for us and for the next generation. Thank you, man.
We'll all do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Bless you, man.
Bless you too, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. It's just gratitude. Gratitude and gratitude and gratitude to you guys for the work that we are doing in this world. The work that we have done with my guys here. And I can see the beauty of where we're going. I can see the beauty of this world if many of people in this world can connect to what we have connected to. So I can only bless you. Be blessed, guys, and may our God bless you.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you.